And we're back. I'll tell you what's happening round here, shouted Mr. Hazel, advancing on the policeman. These are my pheasants, and this rogue, he said, pointing at my father, has enticed them out of my woods onto his filthy little filling station. Enticed, said Sergeant Samways, looking first at Mr. Hazel and then us. Enticed them, did you say? Of course he enticed them. Well now, said the sergeant, propping his bicycle carefully against one of our pumps. This is a very interesting accusation. Very interesting indeed. Because I ain't never heard of anybody enticing a pheasant across 6 miles of fields and open countryside. How do you think this enticing is performed, Mr. Hazel, if I may ask? Don't ask me how he did it, because I don't know, shouted Mr. Hazel. But he's done it. The proof is all around you. All my finest birds are sitting here in this dirty little filling station when they ought to be in my own wood getting ready for the shoot. The words poured out of Mr. Hazel's mouth like hot lava from an erupting volcano. Am I correct, said Sergeant Samwise, am I absolutely accurate in thinking that today's the day of your great shooting party, Mr. Hazel? He said it very calmly. That's the whole point, shouted Mrs. Hazel, stabbing his forefinger into the sergeant's chest as though he were poaching and punching the typewriter or an adding machine. And if I don't get these birds back on my land quick sharp, some very important people are going to be extremely angry. And one of my guests, I'll have you know, is none other than your own boss, the Chief Constable of the county. So you had better do something about it first, haven't you? Unless you want to lose those sergeant stripes of yours. Quick, now. Sergeant Samways did not like people poking their fingers in his chest, least of all Mr. Hazel. And he showed it by twitching his upper lip so violently that his moustache came alive and jumped about like some bristly animal. Now, just 1 minute, he said to Mr. Hazel. Just 1 minute, please. Am I to understand that you are accusing this gentleman here of committing this act? Of course I am, cried Mr. Hazel. I know he did it. And you have any evidence? The evidence is all around you, shouted Mr. Hazel. Are you blind or something? Look, pheasants everywhere. Now my father stepped forward. He took one small pace to the front and fixed Mr. Hazel with his marvellous bright twinkling eyes. Surely you know how these pheasants came here, he said softly. Surely I do not know how they came here, snapped Mr. Hazel. Then I shall tell you, said my father calmly. They came because it is quite simple. They all knew they were going to be shot today if they stayed in your wood, so they flew here in wait until the shooting was over. Rubbish, shouted Mr. Hazel again. It's not rubbish at all, my father said. They're extremely intelligent birds, aren't they, girls? Isn't that so, Doctor? Oh, they have tremendous brain power, Doc Spencer said. They know exactly what's going on. It would undoubtedly be a great honour, my father said, to be shot by the Chief Constable of the county, and an even greater one to be eaten afterwards by Lord Thistlewet, but I do not think a pheasant would see it that way. You scoundrels, both of you, shouted Mr. Hazel. Now then, said Sergeant Samways, insults aren't going to get us anywhere. They only aggravate things. Therefore, gentlemen, I have a suggestion to put before you. I suggest that all of us make a big effort to drive those birds back over the road onto Mr. Hazel's land. How does that strike you, Mr. Hazel? I'll be stepping in the right direction, said Mr. Hazel. Get on with it then. How about you, William, the sergeant said to my father. Are you agreeable to this action? I think it's a splendid idea, my father said, giving Sergeant Samways one of his funny looks. I'll be very glad to help. So will Danny. And I think we'll stop there for today, guys, because it's time to go home. Bye.